Hello, my name is Kim Bailey. I was involved with the return of the Victor Harbor Horse Tram in 1986. The reinstatement of the operation was because of a 150 Jubilee grant that was available at that time. The horse tram has gone through several stages of its development, and in 1986 4 trams were built and the track was extended to Granite Island as was originally here back in 1954. The horse tram is an icon for the state of South Australia and also represents the history of Victor Harbor and the South Coast. So where are we now with the Victor Harbor Horse Tram? Currently the circumstance the business is making a considerable loss. Passenger numbers are down, fare prices are up. So what has actually happened that's caused this significant drop in increased costs compared to 1999 when council restructured the business? In 1999, as a base figure to work out where we've come from, we were doing 177,000 passengers a year and we were earning significant income. Of that particular year, we made a profit of $33,000, which may not sound a lot. However, in that year we also paid for the cost of a consultant, Thompson Traeger, to do a report on the business. That was $15,000. We also overhauled 2 trams, intermediate overhauls. And we also trained 5 horses and extended a section of track. That is a significant amount of work to do in 1 year, and far more than should be done. It should be spread over a period of time. So you can see the profits would have been larger had those expenses not been all lumped into that 1 year. But there was a Herculean effort by the staff to get it to that point because they realised that we were having some problems in actually managing the business properly. But then the restructure started, and with the restructure came a different staffing profile, different method of operation, and so the figures began to slowly decline. Council's response to that was just put the fares up. And of course, you keep doing that and eventually you turn your clientele away and you actually end up increasing your costs significantly. The tramway, in its problems, has several options that 10 councillors and the mayor have the chance to resolve. One is they restructure the business again and point it in a correct direction, or they lease the operation to private enterprise to operate, or they put it to a board, as was recommended by Thompson Traeger, who, separate from council, administers and operates the business. Many community people regard the business as being Victor Harbor's own business and would rather see it run by the community. There is no excuse for why the business is in its current state other than the fact that it's been poor management practices. With my experience in the business, I realise now that the mistakes they're making are significant and have cost this community a lot. On February the 29th, 2016, Council had a special meeting. The special meeting had several items on the agenda, one of which was an important issue, the Victor Harbor Horse Tram and its review. The horse tram business apparently was considered not to be heard by the general public or the ratepayers, and some of whom were there. The information that councils received from the review is unknown, and it does beg a belief as to what knowledge some people have of the particular horse tram problems that are there when they have no horse tram experience. The business side of things is important. The confidentiality when the public and the general ratepayers are paying the costs of this business as it's losing money have apparently been claimed as being in camera and not for the public to hear. This is very upsetting and concerning, considering democracy and knowledge and freedom of information is very important to those people who are involved with it financially and who are interested in the business. The current circumstances of the Victor Harbor Horse Tram are that council's trying to make a decision as to what direction they take with this business. The advice they're receiving, I would probably question as to the knowledge that the people who are giving this information and experience that they have. It would seem that they're not interested in outside parties who have been involved with the business for many years being able to give a point of view. Admittedly, economic times and changes may mean a slight depression of figures and revenue, but as I see it,
Council's operation of the business has failed by its restructure and its different attitude to how it runs the business.